Back to AEW, then we've got a couple of video things to watch, and then we'll close down the show. I sent you a couple of video. I'm sorry, I only sent you one. I actually had three of Okada's new character, and he's meant to be a bad guy. Keep in mind, he's with the EVPs, the Young Bucks, and Jack Perry. But everyone loves this guy because he's got really broken English, and he's very amusing.
Is that the one that the rapping group that went down to the ring?
Yeah. So you saw that segment from AEW.
But Okada he's with the Bucks, right?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
That's pretty much it. I sent you a segment where Okada interrupts a introduction. I thought you'd like to talk about Max Caster's rap.
Okay, let me say this again. The Bucks are supposed to be heels, right? Mm-hmm. Okada, people are laughing. They're enjoying him. So he's really a baby face. Doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose? I mean, he said, "Oh, God, oh," and he covered his hands up. I don't know if anybody has seen this or not, but it's kind of comical. And to see a Japanese guy doing it anyway. And I don't know. I think they've lost their direction on that one already.
His new catchphrase is he'll say just whatever and just go, "Bitch," and that's
it. And it's a good one. You will remember him just by that. All you got to say is one word.
So also in that segment, I want to bring up something. So I don't know if I've said it on the podcast, but I sort of, when I see the Young Bucks acting, or CM Punk acting, because he did that, he was doing the pantomiming, oh my God, the referee's down. Really, really over sort of panto of let me get a referee shirt. And then the Young Bucks, who I find to be terrible actors. But Max Caster takes the biscuit as far as the worst actor in wrestling, because when his microphone cuts off, his face does, I don't know if you notice this, he sort of just goes, and then he can't hear himself, and he just goes, absolute stony-faced, like not an expression on his face. Who's the worst actor in wrestling for you?
Well, there's been a lot, to tell you the truth. I can't remember them now, but they were a lot. They didn't, I don't know. I would have to think about that. You can't ask me questions like that on the spur.
No, I'm sorry.
Because I don't have an answer. Now I'm thinking a lot of them, but I can't name one. Well, there's a lot of them. Why can't you name?
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll narrow it down a bit. So when in the Zeb Colter days in WWE had to do all these pre-produced backstage vignettes and stuff like that, who just really, really struggled, one, being convincing, or two, getting the lines out first time? And that had to be like 8 takes.
Jack wasn't the best. Because he would... Sid Vicious is another one. Remember the one he did?
Yeah,
he asked me, Mean Gene, can we do this over? Oh, we're live, buddy. No, Jim Ross.
Jim Ross, yeah.
He said, "Oh, we're live, buddy," and had to go. But some guys just cannot do an interview to save their life. And don't ask them to do one live because it's not going to get done. And God rest his soul, but Bobby Eaton, I used to have him do interviews for me, just going up and down the road. Oh my God, they were hilarious. Because he would stop everyone and, now what was I talking about again? And that's why they had the manager Cornette. Cornette could flub an interview and you wouldn't know it. He'd just keep going. But little Bobby, he couldn't do an interview to save his life.